Hey there, Philip Lopez with nichesbecrazy.com. There's my little logo. There's my little blog, guys. If you go down there, you can go check out a little bit more about me, see who the heck I am. Anyways, with that being said, guys, today I want to kind of explain what I'm talking about here. I'm into this online marketing stuff or marketing stuff in general, and I want to talk about something I heard recently that I think is very relevant to marketing, right? So it says horse for sale, right? So horse for sale. What I mean by that, guys, is what's it called? I recently listened to something by good old Frank Kern. I don't know why I say Frank Kern, and it was a video, and I'm probably gonna butcher exactly the way he presented it, but the thing is that he talked about and it really related to me, and I'll tell you why in a second. He talked about how sometimes the best way to sell something is to put it up for sale. So he talks about a horse. Like sometimes, I can't remember exactly how the situation was. I think he was actually quoting someone else, but he said sometimes the best way to sell a horse is to put a sign up that says horse for sale, right? And that's the thing, guys. I think a lot of times with this marketing stuff, at least I know that when I first started, I way overcomplicated things, and I know I still do that to this day. And sometimes I set up this elaborate, huge thing, and then it ends up being something that I either lose steam with, or it's something that wasn't profitable to begin with. You know, it wasn't going to be sustainable. That kind of deal. For instance, like maybe you come across this, right? You know? I don't know exactly what leg of your journey you're at, you know, but maybe you've done something where you set up like a 10 to 20 to 30, follow up sequence for something, and then either you abandoned it, or maybe you. Maybe you just you abandoned it. Maybe you what's it called? It didn't really get the results that you wanted, and then you abandoned it or whatever. Or maybe it's just not really performing for you at all, right? Whatever the case, it didn't really work out. And it might have been something that took hours out of your life, right? Maybe you learned something, right? Maybe it wasn't completely bad, but maybe you learned it. Maybe you learned that you don't want to do that. Maybe sometimes what I'm suggesting here is putting the horse for sale sign up or whatever. The way this can relate to marketing, right? Maybe the best way to sell stuff, you know, online or whatever, maybe offline, is to put a sign up that says, "Hey, I got this stuff for sale. Do you need this?" Right? Now that might be a very simplistic way to do it, right? Maybe testing over time, you'll see what kind of stuff works out better. But until you try it, don't knock it till you try it. You know, sometimes the best way to put to make a sell is to tell people what you have, you know, and if they trust you enough, they might buy it from you or through you or whatever, right? If you're an affiliate, maybe it's your own product, maybe somebody else's product or whatever. But yeah, that's really what I want to talk about, is because I know I overcomplicate this stuff at times, and sometimes simple is better. Sometimes maybe what you're doing is you're just testing with some initial sales at first, and then later on you can start seeing. That'll be for validation, right? That'll be for seeing if the people actually want this thing to begin with, right? If somebody will buy it, you know, with just a straight up like you asking, and people start showing interest, then maybe you can start setting up something a little bit more elaborate, or start setting up a blog for it. Maybe you start setting up a e-commerce store or something like that, right? I think a lot of us as online marketers, we tend to start putting all these things up for sale, or not for sale. I'm sorry. We tend to start building all this stuff, and then we end up abandoning this stuff because we lose steam, or, you know, it wasn't really something that was validated to begin with, right? For instance, you know, it's kind of another analogy. It's like I see a lot of people go on Shark Tank, and they build up this whole bit. They put a ton of money into like a business that they want to do or whatever. They put like their life savings, their nest egg into it, and then like they go on Shark Tank and they get ripped apart because they're like, you put all this stuff in there and you got all this money right in. You have to like make so much money just to break even, to even think about breaking even, right? And it's like. And meanwhile, you have other people that start something up quickly, and they don't have a lot of capital, or sometimes, I don't know, maybe no capital, and starting it up or whatever. They just started off with an idea or something like that, and they get things going, right? I know it's not exactly the same, because online physical product versus digital products is a big difference, right? That's what's beautiful about digital products, is that you don't need a lot of overhead, right? But anyways, that being the case, right? People start building up this whole big old thing, or start doing all this stuff, and then it ends up not being something that's profitable, right? Sometimes it's 5-10 years later, they're still not in profit, right? That's crazy, right? The thing is, guys, that you can actually get something set up really quickly and put it for sale, right? And then you can test that little bitty bit out and see if you can get some initial sales and then build something bigger, right? So hopefully I'll start putting some horse for sale signs out there, you know. And I hope that helped you out, guys. And if you need a little something to sell, guys, if you're a little confused as to what you can actually offer people, one thing I've done is I've helped people locally out with. I have a little bit of experience with this, and then I came across something, and it's a little service you can offer people, a specific group of people, right? Now I'm going to leave a little curiosity to that, guys. What I want you to go do is go over to if you need a little help with something to offer, right? Or maybe you just want to add another service that you can offer people. This can be locally, but it can also be not locally. I don't know the best way. Maybe it could be nationwide. Maybe it could be, cross country, right? Maybe you're going to do this for somebody across the pond, right? Wherever you are, right? So go check it out. nichesbecrazy.com. I don't know if I can do this right. It's actually backwards. nichesbecrazy.com/DFY hyphen simple hyphen service. I don't know why I talked that all that. You can read, right? But yeah, definitely go check it out, guys. It's something very, very well priced, and I actually bought this myself. I put my own money into this because I know I could learn from this, and I was impressed. It's nothing crazy, and it's a realistic way to make to hopefully, this is what they're doing. I don't know if you can do this. Make anywhere from $500 to $1,500 per client. And you'll see what I'm talking about, right? Just go check it out, guys. I hope it's for you. If it's not, then, hopefully you get something out of my video here. Thank you so much for watching. And if you did enjoy my video, I would appreciate a like, a comment, subscribe, follow, wherever it is that you see this, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, or whatever, right? Thank you so much for watching, guys. And, hit me up anytime on any of these platforms, whichever one you see me on, and I'll try to respond as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have an awesome, awesome Saturday. It's 3:17 here in Dallas-Fort Worth area, and cheers. Later, guys.